Hello, everybody. This is Apostle Mary Thomas, and I just wanted to give a little shout out as well as a PSA regarding getting up, getting out, and voting. I voted early this morning. It was still pitch black, dark outside, and I'm just going to show my little, hopefully, you guys can see my little I'm a Georgia voter. They handed this all to us when after we finished voting, and they gave us all our little stickers and whatnot. And when I left, like I said before, it was pitch black dark. The lines were wrapped around the hallway, out of the place that we voted, and all the way out the door. Um, and nobody complained. Nobody fussed. Nobody like, I wish they hurry up because I got to work. Nobody had an attitude. Everyone's opinion, and some of them were quite vocal. They said that they didn't care whether they were late today. For those that had to work, they didn't care if they were late because they were going to vote in this election. This was more important than anything. And I never experienced something like that where people they were voting. In this election, I thought 4 years ago people were adamant about voting, but in this election, I witnessed some people who were just like, "Oh no, 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 we've got to vote this year." So I was very encouraged about that. Um, I saw this just two little points I'm going to bring out. I saw something that really put a whole spin and a new perspective on voting. Um, I saw an elderly couple come in, and they were very, very old. They had to have assistance to come in, and they got in line like everybody else. And everybody from the whole section that where I was, everybody was like, "Oh no, no, you need to come in and get in the front of the line." Everybody was trying to get them to get in the front of the line. Not one person was complaining about, "Oh no, they can't cut in front of me." Everybody was like, "Oh no, come on, come on." And that couple, in my visual and hearing, I can hear, they said, "Oh no, we're not going to cut in front of anybody. We're okay. We're going to wait our turn." And then one lady said, "Well, why?" And they said, "Because there was a time where we couldn't vote because of the color of our skin. They would not allow us to vote because of the color of our skin." Hmm. To me, that is unheard of. I know it happened. We know it happened. But to actually hear that from somebody, in this they say, there was a time when we could not vote because of the color of our skin, I almost broke down and started crying. Because you read about it, you see pictures about it, but to actually hear somebody actually say that, that makes you really think that, you know what, us voting, especially in this election, really does matter. And so when they were asked, "Why do you feel as though this election is so important?" And they said, and I quote, "Because if that other guy gets in," they mentioned the other candidate's name. They said, "If that other guy gets in, he will take away everything from the average American. He will take away everything from the poor, everything from the middle class." And I just looked at this woman, the wife, I guess she was the wife. I looked at her, I was like, wow, these people may be old in body, but both the husband and the wife, they were sharp as a tack up here. And they were talking about how they follow the news, they follow, the politics and everything. And they kept saying, if the other man gets in, if that other man, as they put it, gets into office, he's not going to care about minorities. He's not going to care about anybody other than the people in his own backyard, which, as we know, is really termed the 1%. They spoke straight truth, but they encouraged me when they spoke the plain truth. It is important because he's real. The other guy, and I'm going to say it like how they said it, the other guy is not going to care a lick about the average American that's just trying to make it. They've already said they want to take away things that people really need to survive in these days. like food stamps. You know they're going to do away that person if they get into office. They'll do away with Obamacare. So they really only care about the rich, and that's the rich, and that's the 1% rich that they're talking about. They're not talking about the nouveau riche, people of color. He really doesn't care about the average American just struggling, trying to make it, the low income, the moderate income, or the middle class income um, people. So the other thing that was encouraging to me was that there were so many young people on the line. There were so many young people on the line, and young black men that were on the line, young minority men, Latinos, the Asians, everybody was on that line, and they wanted to vote. They wanted their voice to be heard, and it was encouraging to me. They wanted to vote. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm just going to let you guys know, get out and vote. Don't have an excuse for anything. Oh, it's raining, or it's 5 o'clock, or it's 6 o'clock, I'm too tired, I just ain't going to vote this year. No, your voice matters. Get outside, get out there, get to the polling station, to your correct polling station, and vote. Your voice has power. You are the ones who decide what goes on for the next 4 years. You are the ones who decide who is going to be at the helm for the next 4 years. You are the ones who make the decision whether you want somebody that's a hothead, that gets flustered easily and just has no respect for people, or do you want somebody who, even in the heat of battle, the heat of argument, maintains his character? The choice will really be yours. Get up, get out, and vote. Your voice matters. Until the next time, this is Apostle Mary Thomas, and I am signing off by saying God bless and keep every last one of you. Stay prayerful, stay on the wall, and I will talk to you soon. God bless.